Hello everybody, this is me, my unboxings and funny today. Today I'm going to have another very special video on my fishes. In this video I'll be showing you guys how I maintain my fish tank and keep it clean and keep the water basically looking very crystal clean. The first thing I want to show you guys is how much fish I have in my tank. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 or 10, I'm not too sure, 8 or 9 fishes in my tank. As you can see, there's 3 black moors in there, 1 oranda, and another mixed variety of fantail goldfishes. And I just think that, you know, my goldfishes are absolutely amazing. I think that, you know, if anyone out there is considering of getting fishes, I think that goldfishes is the way to go, because they're very amazing animals and they're very sociable, and they're like, you know, when they see you, they kind of like wiggle around and get so excited, and then just like try and get their food. And I think that's something which you find exclusively in goldfishes and not in any other fish breed. So that's why I think goldfishes are very special fishes. And I think if you guys are considering to get anything, then I think fantail goldfishes especially are amazing. Don't get anything like comets or anything like that, because those are very messy fishes and they require a lot of maintaining. Goldfishes themselves are very messy animals, but I think that they're amazing. This tank in its current state, I haven't actually did a water change in about a month and 2 weeks time now. So it's been nearly a month actually not a month, a month actually, around a month that I haven't done a water change on this tank, and you can see how crystal clean it looks. And the reason why I'm doing a water change today is because the ammonia levels are actually really high now, and that's the kind of general sign that you have to do a water change. And the best way for you to know that, you know, people say, oh, you have to do a water change every 2 weeks. It's true, to actually minimize any sort of risks. But I have 2 test kits which I always make sure that I test my goldfishes with on a daily basis. This one here is the API 5-in-1 test strips. It tests for the pH, the nitrate, the nitrite, and the potassium concentration inside the actual tank, which I think is amazing. And this one here is this is for the ammonia test, and you just test the levels of ammonia. And as you know, guys, ammonia is very bad because it can actually cause your fish's skin to burn, and that's something you don't want, of course. So the first thing I want to show you guys is how I actually use these 2 products to test for the goldfish's health. So the first thing I would do is I would get this, and I would get the strips, and it will show you this sort of color chart at the back, and it will kind of show you, you know, why it needs testing. So it shows you, you know, general things. And what I do is I just open this up, and you can see how it is inside here. So take one of those, and I'll just test it inside my goldfish tank right now. So I open my tank up, I put it in, and I wait for about 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it back out, close this tank, come back, wait for about, you know, a few seconds, and you'll see a drastic color change. There's some reaction happening, and that reaction is important because that will result in a color change in a minute. And then once it happens, then yeah, I'm actually making another video on my fishes, because the previous video that I made on the black moors, which I had on my other tank, which had tons of sponge decorations, actually had, you know, a lot of support, and I got like around 3.8 thousand views. So thank you very much, guys, for that. I really appreciate that. So I really appreciate the support that's happening on this channel, and I hope this support continues. Okay, so I would say that's pretty much it. So what I do now is I go to my chart, I put this strip here. This is not a sponsored video, by the way, guys. I'm not on a stage where I'm going to be sponsored by this company, but I'm just showing you guys what's going to happen now. So what you do then, once you have it aligned, you just basically look at your thing, and you see where it is. So the color chart, that color is about, I would say, there. You know, there actually. It's about 200, I would say. So kind of high. So I would say the nitrate level is kind of high. The nitrite is not really that high. pH is okay. Potassium hardness is a bit low, which is a bit worrying. And general hardness is okay as well. The main problems here is the nitrate concentration, and that's mainly because obviously the waste accumulating in the tank, and that's obviously not good. So that's why you need a water change. So I would say do a water change right now, which I'm going to show you guys how I do, and what I do, how to do a water change properly. And then the ammonia test, I don't really have to do that because I'm going to do a water change anyway. Now I'm going to show you this thing here, which I feed my goldfishes. I use this thing here, which is the Tetra Gold Japan, premium food for fancy goldfish. I think this is literally the best food you can get. Now, I previously was feeding my goldfish with this, which was goldfish flake food. And I'm not an expert when it comes to goldfishes at the moment, but I will be very, very soon, believe it or not. And this is actually bad because it can cause bladder disease in a goldfish, and it can cause them to move in a kind of slanted direction. So not in a straight parallel direction, kind of in a slanted direction, which is something you don't want because that's a sign of bladder disease. And I've been noticing that for some of my fishes, and that's why I immediately stopped using this. I think just to stick with these things, I bought this as well. I haven't actually tried this yet, but I will be trying it very soon when the other one finishes. This is the Oranda goldfish, and I think this is the Japanese food are actually amazing, and this one's pretty good as well because it actually causes the color on the Orandas to actually spark up a bit more and in less time, which is amazing because you want your goldfish to be healthy but also be very beautiful and colorful. As you can see, my goldfish at the moment are very beautiful and colorful. But anyway, guys, that's that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you guys how to do a water change, and I'll be right back. So guys, the first thing you want to do to keep your goldfish healthy is to get like a bucket. I got this bucket from my local DIY shop. If you're in the UK, you know it as B&Q or Homebase. You can get this bucket. It's a 60 litre bucket. It's pretty amazing actually for emptying your dirty water, but also putting new water in it, which is pretty amazing because you know each time one bucket is 60 litres. So if you're going to refill, you know how much buckets you're going to do. Anyway, that's pretty awesome. I meant 12 litres, not 60 litres of course. This is 12 litres bucket, not 60 litres. But again, you know if it's 12 litres or not, which is amazing. So yeah, I think that's amazing. That's very, very fundamental. The first thing you guys want to get if you want to do efficient water changes is efficient bucket. If you have a hose or any other systems, then that would be actually better. I don't have a hose unfortunately, but yeah. Anyway, and then I have this. I got this from Amazon for about £20 in the UK. And it's basically a pump syringe where you put it inside and you pump all the water out into here. Currently this part is broken here, so the part where you actually put it in is broken because sand has actually come in it a lot. So I actually suck it with my mouth and put it in the bucket to keep the water flowing, which is pretty awesome. So that's that from here. And then I have this, which I purchased from the Pets at Home shop in New Morden, and this is pretty awesome actually because you can actually extend it like that, and what it does is amazing because it has these attachments. So it has this attachment here, for example, where you can just attach. I'm not being sponsored by this, by the way, guys. I'm just showing you what I got. You can attach it here, and then you can like clean your tank. You can clean like the inside. I'm not doing it now, but I'm just showing you. Assuming that's the inside, you can clean on the inside, and you just clean all the algae off if there's any. And it's actually pretty amazing because when I actually used this, and I noticed that when I used this, it actually kept my water clean for a month. So that's pretty amazing actually. So you can see how clean the window is. There's no that much algae accumulating, which is pretty awesome. As well, the plants that I got, this pondweed that I've actually put inside, I've actually kept some floating on top. It's actually pretty cool as well because they actually kept my plants, kept my tank very healthy, and actually reduced any algae accumulating, and it actually absorbed all the harmful nitrates that was building up every single 2 weeks in my tank. That's why I'm doing a water change after a month now, because those plants in there keep your tank being very healthy and less algae forming, which is awesome. You can also attach things like this in it, which is amazing, and things like that, which is pretty amazing. It's a little metal thing where you can like scrape it off, which is amazing. And you can do things like that as well, where you can actually, you know, it can help. I think this is the best one actually, because you can actually scrape all the algae off the corners of the tank. So this corner here will go like that. I'll show you that in a minute anyway, guys. So that's what I got. So the first thing you want to do, guys, is clean your tank inside first with all those accessories. So what I would do, the first thing is actually just remove everything from your tank. So you want to keep your fish as stress-free as possible. So the first thing that you guys want to do is turn the light off. So I got my light, my little light thing here. Turn it off and remove this part first and put it somewhere safe. So put it on the floor. And then this part here you want to remove, but I have a key for this one, so I need to get the key out. Get the key out and then just unlock it. Like that. So unlock the key. Back in. Okay, and get that one back. Okay, don't take it out at the moment. You don't need to take it out at the moment. Okay, that. And then this one out as well. Okay, and you want to turn the light off at the moment, just to keep sure make sure everything is happening. But I'm actually going to keep the light on for this video because I want to show you guys what I'm doing. Get my thing, extend it, not too much. And get my attachment, attach it on. And I'm gonna basically scrub the inside. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do that, so you can see that here. It's gonna show you that there. I'm gonna scrub the inside like this. You can see another Blackmore there. My Blackmore hasn't had babies yet, but I purchased this little one, which I named Squishy, from Pets at Home. A lot of people, I don't know, a lot of people don't like to buy fishes from Pets at Home, which is a bit weird. I think Pets at Home is a great company to buy fishes from. And if your fishes develop any sort of illness, like during the first week, you can always go back and exchange it, which happened to my fish actually. My fish actually, one of their tails was like damaged, and I went back to the pet shop and they gave me a new one. So that's pretty amazing. That's something which you would get from, you know, Pets at Home, not if you bought it locally. Local pet shops are not bad as well, like this one here, where is it? This one here I purchased from a local pet shop, but yeah. Anyway, so you just keep scrubbing it basically. That's the first thing you want to do. You want to make sure the inside is pretty clean. It's actually already clean already, so there's no point in me doing this, but I just want to show you guys what I'm doing. Anyway. And the good thing about this thing here is that before I used to actually get at the back of my tank and clean the back. I used to like pull my tank out the front and clean my tank like at the back. But with this, you don't have to do that. You can just see, you can just do this very easily, like that, without any hassle, which I think is awesome. I think this is like an essential. If I knew it since before, I'd probably buy it for my fish anyway. But I didn't know that, obviously. So you're done. What you do, you take it out. You disconnect it, and you put your next one in. So this one now, I'm going to show you how to do this one, which again I think is pretty awesome. Same thing. So you go on the side this time. So you do this side. Okay, can you see that, guys? What I'm doing? Yeah. Yeah, and then you do that side, and then you do this side. Yep. And then you do that side. Yep, and then you're done. I'm obviously not done properly yet, but I'm just showing you guys demonstration purposes. Okay, and then what you want to do is remove your filter. Okay, that's the first thing you want to do. Before you touch your tank, remove your filter. You can take the whole filter out. I'm just going to take the whole filter out. That's the more humane way to do it. Okay, to get the whole thing out. And that's not what I wanted, but that's making all the bad stuff go back in. Okay. Right. Didn't mean to do that, but okay. I made a beautiful tank become an ugly tank again. But anyway, that's what you have to do in life. So there's your filter. Now you get your filter. And you want to wash everything in the filter, except for one special thing. I'll show you this if I leave you. This thing here. So this is the actual beneficial bacteria stuff. And this is what you can't wash out. I'll show you it here. Yeah. So this is the beneficial bacteria. You can't wash that out. You have to leave that in there. If you wash that out, then your tank will basically, after a week or after a few days, you'll see your tank starting to become crazy and starting to become yellow again, which you don't want. So that's pretty amazing. That's actually a very important scientific fact. So you have to make sure that beneficial bacteria is not washed. Okay. Okay, so that's done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the filter, come back and show you guys how I take the water out. I just want to show you guys now how I go about cleaning the tank. So what you want to do first, it's a bit yellow, so that's the sign that it's dirty. So what you want to do is go inside the tank with your hose, like that, put it inside, and suck it up. Now, it's not really working when I suck it up. Oh, it does work actually. Okay, that's right. Hold on. Yeah, it does work. Okay, cool. So what you want to do then is just want to clean it like this. What I'm doing now, guys, I'm just going to clean it like this. Like that. So you can see that. It's just coming through there. The main area of dirt where it hides under is all under all of those accessories. So all those little accessories you put in your tank, that's where most of the dirt is found. You can see that what I'm doing right now. All of the dirt is found there. See, this is kind of the level where you want to like keep it sort of cleaned until. And what you want to do again, if you want, I prefer to do this, I like to do this. So if you guys want to follow my advice, then get your little thing again and scrub, use the water from beneath and kind of clean away any of the debris you could see. I'm not telling you to clean the whole tank again, but just clean anything you can see that is affecting the clarity of your tank. And I didn't clean this side and they're on, so you might want to give that side a bit of a clean. Yep, so that's pretty much that. And once you're done, now you want to just get your water and you want to refill the tank. Now, so guys, now I've got my fresh cold water, and what you want to do is you want to pour it in the tank. Now, I advise to take this part up now, put it here like that, so you can see what's happening. I find my fish are perfectly fine if I just pour it in with a certain amount of pressure. My fish won't, won't be stressed out. The fish will kind of know what I'm doing. So you can see the black one probably has a bit of sand on him, but he won't die because of that or anything. He's going to swim out and to get that away from him. Okay, so I'm going to bring my third, and then you want something called easy balance, just to balance the pH. Okay, because plant pH can be kind of difficult to maintain. I'm going to add some of this called healthy goldfish, just to make your goldfish a bit more healthy. Let's get a bit of that in. Okay, it's like literally you're making soup. You're making food, but you're adding the right ingredients in. Ammonia remover, I'm going to add a bit of that in. Don't add these things in only when you can see the ammonia is starting spiky. Add it in now. It's not going to harm your fish adding it in now. So add it in now. This is some filter boost just to restore some of the beneficial bacteria that I might have removed when clearing the filter. So I'm going to add that in directly to the filter just to boost that up a bit and clean that tank. So what's going to happen now is the filter is going to take in all that dirt. So at the bottom there you can see all that dirt. It's going to take it in, and what I need to do now is just wait now, basically. So I'm going to wait for a bit while it takes in all that dirt, and then I'll update you guys in a minute. I know it doesn't look really pleasant. You can see all that gunk there, but that's something you just have to deal with, and something which the filter will deal with in its own. So you can see it's kind of taking all of the dirt in. If I just show you, that one's going to go in. There you go. See, that's the sign the filter is working. So you just have to let it. So guys, as you can see, it's after 12 hours now. So it's the next day, 8 PM at night. So around 12 hours, and you can see now all of the goldfish is actually very, very happy. They're not stressed, as I told you and I promised you. And you can see that most of the gunk that was on the floor yesterday is actually removed by the filter. So the filter did an amazing job, and I just think this is an amazing tank. So anyway, guys, this is how to keep your fish tank very crystal and very clean. And if you want any more videos, then put your comments down below and I'll see what I can do. Have a nice day, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my Unboxing and Fun for more fish videos, and I'll catch you guys all later. Bye.